Hello everyone, welcome to the introductory webinar of Zoho Sprints. I'm Sharon James, a product marketer with Zoho Sprints and your host for this session. Today, we'll explore Zoho Sprints, a cloud-based project management tool that helps Agile teams build products and deliver their projects faster. It is a simple planning and tracking tool built exclusively for teams that believe in agility and deliver projects with strict deadlines. In this session, we'll cover the basics first and then dive into the features that make Zoho Sprints a go-to solution for managing Agile projects. From the initial planning phase to the successful completion of a project, Zoho Sprints covers it all, making it an efficient tool to support businesses of various scales. With over 6 years of presence in the market, Zoho Sprints has assisted companies build successful projects sprint by sprint. With its user-friendly interface, customizable features, and diverse collaboration, Zoho Sprints stands out as the most comprehensive and convenient project management solution for Agile teams. Without further ado, let's get started with the demo. Before we explore Zoho Sprints, let's first register with Zoho Sprints. You can either choose to fill out the registration form or use a single sign-on options mentioned here on the sign-up page. Upon completing the registration, you will land up on this page where you can start creating your workspace. Now you can start with adding a name to your workspace, setting a time zone, selecting the size of your team, and then you can also select what kind of industry you're working in, and then add your contact number and click on Create Workspace to create a workspace for yourself. You can configure your workspace to align with your team's operational preferences with workspace settings. Click on Settings and navigate to Workspace Settings. In this page, you can edit the basic details of your workspace like your name, the workspace owner, and time zone as well as the web address. Work Hours page helps you to adjust your team's working hours, also set the days off and list out all the holidays for your team. Timesheet page helps you to configure the general time settings like billing status, approval statuses, and restrict log hours. You can also adjust the time for work items as well from this page. From this page, you can enable Strict Scrum. Now, what is Strict Scrum? Strict Scrum puts a restriction to your sprint where the sprint cannot exceed a duration of 8 weeks, and also no new work items can be added or existing items can be deleted from an active sprint. Now, we can also enable multiple sprints in a workspace. For that, you can enable multiple sprints as well from this page. Now that your workspace is set up, let's onboard your team. Click on Settings and navigate to Workspace Users under Manage Users. Click on User button displayed in the top right and enter the user's details like the email address. You can also choose a user role and a user profile for the new member. Click on Associate Project to associate the user to multiple projects, or you can simply go ahead and add the user directly into the workspace as well. A role signifies a title or designation held by a person in an organization, while a profile denotes a set of privileges or permissions granted to a user to operate in the workspace. Let's understand this difference much better with an example. John is a technical consultant at a firm who is assigned with 2 projects. Now, in Project A, he functions with the authority and responsibilities of a technical consultant, which reflects his role. Whereas in Project B, he is assigned the authority and responsibility of a project manager. Now, if you notice, even though his profile differs between the both projects, his role remains the same as that of a technical consultant. This means in Project A, John is assigned the role of a technical consultant and the profile he is assigned is that of a technical consultant as well. In Project B, he holds a role of a technical consultant and the profile of a project manager. Now, in summary, a role defines a person's designation in an organization, while a profile determines their actions and restrictions in a workspace or a project. Zoho Sprints offers default roles and profiles. You can always go ahead and add new roles and profiles to align with your team structure. From this page, you can add a new role, add a name, a description, select a type, and assign users to the role, and then click on Create. Likewise, you can also add new profiles from this page by clicking on Profile and adding all the essential details. Now that your workspace is set up and your team is on board, let's head to the project dashboard to create a project. On the project dashboard, click Create, give a name to your project, add description, choose a template and a project layout, Select the start and end date for your project and click on Create. A layout is a set of specific fields put together to cater to different types of projects. In simple terms, a layout is a set of customizable fields that display while creating a project, work item, and more. A template, on the other hand, is a pre-configured project that can save teams from repetitive work on projects with similar nature. Now we'll discuss how to create a template and a layout later in the session. Each project in your workspace can be customized to meet specific goals and requirements using project settings. Click on Settings and navigate to Project Settings. Here, you can edit the prefix of the project as well as customize the estimation type to match with your team's estimation methods. Work items are integral to any project, and there are primarily three types: a story, a task, and a bug. A story provides an informal explanation of a software feature from the end user's perspective. Tasks, on the other hand, are small parts of a user story that needs to be done to complete a big user story. Bugs, as the name suggests, are glitches or errors in the product that needs fixing. In addition to default item types available with sprints, you can create new item types to match your work processes. Click on Custom Item Type and add a new item type that you want. Give it a name, add a description, and select the type. Once you're done filling all the details, click on Create. Likewise, you can go ahead and customize the priorities and workflow statuses of work items in a project in Project Settings. The project dashboard provides a unified view of all projects created in a workspace. It also displays projects imported from Zoho projects that need to be managed using the Agile methodology. Any project imported from Zoho project will always have a tag from projects displayed on the project card. The project dashboard offers two views, the grid view and the list view. Grid view helps you with an overview of all the projects that is a part of your workspace. A list view will give you a higher level understanding of the sprints that are involved in a project, the progress of the project, as well as the completion percentage of different work items that are part of the project. Now that you know what templates are, let's go ahead and create one. On Project Dashboard, click on Template, give your template a name, add a small description, select a project layout, clone a project that you want to use as a template, select a project prefix, and click on Create. Zoho Sprints ensures a seamless user experience while navigating through the tool. You can access all your projects and templates from the left panel and switch between them with our switching pages. You can also favorite projects and view all your projects here. With search option, you can find projects quickly. Click on the ellipsis to enable the prefix of each project. The success of any project starts with solid planning. And when it comes to the Agile projects, the backbone is the backlog. A backlog is a collection of work items that must be completed to ensure project success. It promotes transparency and clarity regarding what needs completion and facilitates efficient sprint planning, productive team discussions, and collaborations. Zoho Sprints offers a unified platform for planning both your overall project and individual sprints. Select any project from the left panel and you will be directed to the backlog page of the project. The left side of the page is dedicated to the product backlog, showcasing a list of tasks not yet scheduled for a sprint. On the right side, the sprint backlog displays all the upcoming sprints planned during sprint planning. Sprint planning is a key Scrum event to help teams collaborate, prioritize, and decide which task from the backlog will be taken up in the upcoming sprints. Now let's see how to create a task in your backlog. Click Create, add a name to your item, add a small description, assign users, set priorities, select the item type. Now you can associate your work item with an epic as well as with a release. Set your start and end date and click on Create. The item we just created is now added to your product backlog. Sprint planning is made easy with Zoho Sprints. Now let's create a sprint together. On the backlog page, click on the drop-down and select Create Sprint. Give a name to your sprint, add description. Now you can also import users from another sprint, or you can go ahead and manually add users. Set a duration and click on Create. Use a drag and drop functionality to move each item from the product backlog to your desired sprint. If you wish to move multiple items to a sprint, select the items from your product backlog and then move them to the desired sprint. Maintaining a well-refined sprint backlog is critical for focusing on high-priority tasks, preventing resource allocation on low-priority tasks, and improving accuracy for upcoming sprints. Better visibility results in less chaotic and a more productive backlog planning. Click on the Detail View button at the top right to switch views according to your preference. You can further customize your backlog view by clicking on the Backlog View settings. Choose the field that you want to display on the item card, and also you can pin your most important ones. With your backlog groomed and sprints planned, now let's kickstart a sprint. Click on Start button of any desired sprint from the sprints backlog. No sprint will be visible on the Scrum board until you start a sprint from the sprint backlog. A Scrum board is a visual representation of all your active sprints. Now, to access your sprint board, click on Board from the top panel. Here, you can view multiple sprints on your Scrum board in one go, or if you wish to view only one sprint, click on the drop-down here and select the desired sprint. Tracking the progress of work items is a breeze on Scrum board with proper board statuses. Simply drag and drop each item from one status to the other using the drag and drop functionality as your items progress. Everything follows a different workflow. Now, you can customize your board statuses to align with your team's workflow by clicking on the Detail View and then selecting on Status Settings. You can edit the existing settings or you can add a new settings from here. Now, if you wish to categorize your work items on your Scrum board more dynamically, click on Swim Lane and choose an attribute from the drop-down. And now you can change your view according to your attributes. Click on the drop-down icon beside the Create button to either create a new item and add it to the sprint or associate an item with a sprint. Navigating between all the crucial project modules is now a breeze. You can access all these modules from the top panel here, making it user-friendly. An epic is a group of user stories that are related to each other. In other words, epic helps manage and organize complex tasks and features that cannot be completed in a single iteration or sprint. Navigate to epics in the top panel of the selected project to find all the epics created in a project and statuses of the sprints that are associated with the epic, which helps again for the team to track the progress of each epics. You can easily move an item from one status to the another inside a sprint using a drag and drop functionality. Access all your archived epics here. To archive an epic, click on an epic and then click on Details. Click on the Archive button at the top right of the Details page. You can customize an epic dashboard view like any other modules from here. Releases are the means through which your product reaches your customers. A release is a cycle of delivery where teams build and release products in iterations or incremental stages rather than delivering the entire product in one go. Click on Release and you will be directed to the release dashboard. Here, you can find all the releases and their statuses. Drag using the drag and drop functionality each releases from one status to the other. You can always customize the statuses on the release dashboard by clicking on Customize. Every second counts, especially during the completion of a major project. In sprints, you can get a comprehensive view of the time logged by each employee to complete their assigned tasks using timesheets. A timesheet is also a record of billable and non-billable hours on a daily or weekly basis. Click on Timesheets to view the time logged by project users for their task. Click on Log Hours to choose whether you want to log time for a meeting or a work item. Now log time, date, and other important details and then click on Create. You can quickly change the billing and approval statuses of each time logged from here. Now with bulk updates, you can update and approve time logs of multiple tickets. If you want to change the log type, click on the drop-down here and select the options from the provided list. You can adjust the view of the timesheet based on the users and the date. Communication and collaboration play a crucial role in steering any project towards its goals. With Zoho Sprints, you can schedule meetings and events and also review your upcoming plan for the week to stay on top of your schedule, all without the need for additional calendars or reminders. Click on the Meetings tab to view all your ongoing and completed meetings. You can create a new meeting, either offline or online, from here. Gather insights on how your team is working with real-time data. Reports help visualize progress, identify blockers, and troubleshoot problems. Click on the Reports tab, select a module, and choose a report type to monitor the progress and setbacks. Export the data as an image or a PDF, and also you can schedule the export of specific reports from here. In addition to reports, Zoho Sprints offers module-specific dashboards with data such as completion rate, user engagement, etc. Now let's explore one of these dashboards. Go to the Scrum board and click on View Sprints Detail. On the Details page, click on the Dashboard tab from the top panel. The dashboard serves as a quick cheat sheet to access insights into the performance of each module, helping the project manager identify and address bottlenecks to prevent delays and project failure. Now, every major module, including sprints, epics, release, timesheets, and projects, has a dashboard in the details page to showcase progress and performance. Global View provides an overall view of projects, tasks, and issues in your portal. This comes with default views, including My View and Team View. My View displays data relevant to an individual user, while Team View shows data relevant to the user's team. The Global View supports a model-based view of data. Click on the module drop-down here and select any module, and then view the data spanning across the workspace. You can always go ahead and customize the columns displayed in the view by clicking on the Customize button. Further, you can also use quick and custom filters to refine the data on each of this view. A custom view allows you to create a new view from scratch. Click on Add View, give a name to your view, select the access type, add a description, and add custom filters to create a new view. The custom and quick filters can be applied across different modules in the workspace. Quick filters help you to quickly filter down data with the already pre-populated options displayed here. Whereas with custom filters, you can advance filter down your data with filter conditions. Navigate to the Zoho Analytics tab to access advanced reports with the help of integration. It helps you drill down into datasets, visualize and analyze progress across projects, release, epics, timesheets, and work items. You can use these filters to refine your reports further. CI/CD, also known as Continuous Integration and Continuous Deployment, encompasses a set of operating principles and capabilities that assist developers in making software changes and delivering them to users in a timely, repeatable, and secure manner. Zoho Sprints allows you to access CI/CD features within the workspace effortlessly. Simply navigate to the CI/CD tab on the left panel, integrate with one of your DevOps extensions, and keep track of all your build updates, logs, and actions from here. Staying on top of all project updates is easy. Get instant updates across all your projects with Feed. You can easily publish a post, add comments to other posts and updates, tag your team members, and add attachments here on the Feed page. View the feed of all the projects across your workspace, or select a project to view specific feeds as well by clicking on this drop-down here. The activity log is a log of your project activities in chronological order, enabling you to track and stay updated. You can view the activity log project-wise by using this drop-down here. Web tabs are used to access external web applications from Zoho Sprints. Navigate to the Web tab from the left panel. Click on the Web tab here to create a new Web tab. Add a name to the Web tab. Embed the video link from the web browser Select the accessibility and the profiles, and then click on Create. Additionally, you can also enable or disable web tabs from your workspace settings. Click on the profile avatar at the top right to access additional settings and to view your profile. Click on My Account to get additional details on your profile as well as to check on the security details. Click on My Workspace to see the list of workspaces that you're part of, allowing you again to switch between accounts without having to sign in again. Automation has become a must for any business that wants to succeed. The value of process automation is too significant to ignore. Machines are better equipped to handle repetitive tasks, freeing humans to focus on more productive and profit-generating activities. You can either create a new custom function by clicking on Create, or you can always go ahead and select a function from the functions gallery. If you wish to create a custom function, you can always use the syntax assist here to help you with creating an automation for yourself. You can use function logs to view all the success and failure logs of the executed functions. Similarly, you can create webhooks and track their logs under automation. If you are a user of Zoho projects and have projects that need to be managed using the Agile Scrum method, you can easily transfer data to Zoho Sprints. Also, if you are a Jira user, you can securely transfer your data to Zoho Sprints, all with the import option. Configure your data storage, backup, and access the audit log as well as the recycle bin under data administration. Integrate sprints with several tools to allow your team to work efficiently, elevate productivity, and maintain data consistency. Click on the Marketplace option under Settings to integrate sprints with both Zoho apps and other apps in the market. Now that we've covered all the core modules, let's head to the Quick Access panel. The global timer allows you to log time for any work item quickly. Search for any work item and click on the Start button to initiate the timer. We can pause or stop the timer here. View work items with pause timer and check the total time spent on work items in a day in the Today's Work tab. Click on the bell icon to access all reminders and notifications across your workspace. View flag notifications, add mention notification by switching tabs on the top. The global add feature allows you to add any module like work item, epic, timesheets from here. Click on Feedbacks to share your thoughts on the product. The Permission Helper provides an overview of all the permissions and access you have in the workspace. It's always satisfying to customize your workspace, isn't it? Zoho Sprints offers different fonts, font styles, themes, and templates to enhance the look of your workspace. Click on Preferences to choose your theme color and font to suit your style. Looking for help or have doubts? Access our help guides and find all the help resources here. You can also request full-fledged technical assistance in understanding the product by clicking on the Request Training from the footer. You can download the mobile version of Zoho Sprints if you want to sprint on the go. That concludes our session. I trust this webinar has been valuable in helping you understand the essence of Zoho Sprints. Explore all the features at your own pace, and we would love to hear from you. If you need any assistance, feel free to reach out to us via email at support@zohosprints.com. Thank you and happy sprinting to you all.